Oh, my Lena Lee, what have you done to me? Only the stars have seen a love like Lena Lee. Won't you come and take my hand? I'll lead you to promised lands, and I'll always be your man, my brother, Lena Lee. This heart won't leave you, this heart won't say goodbye. This heart won't leave you, this heart won't let you cry. This love is spoken and shouted all down the years. This heart won't leave you, won't let you cry no more tears. Oh, my Lena Lee, what have you done to me? Only the stars could have seen a love like Lena Lee. Won't you come and take my hand and take me to promised lands? Your wish is my command, my Lena Lee. And this heart won't leave you, this heart won't say goodbye. This heart won't leave you, this heart won't let you cry. And this love is spoken and shouted all down the years. This heart won't leave you, don't you cry, cry no more tears. This heart won't leave you, don't you cry, cry no more tears. Yeah, my music has been described in a lot of different ways, and I've never really fit into a category or a clique or, but I like lots of different types of music. As long as it's good, I like it, so as long as I think it's good, of course, it's so opinion-based, taste and all of that stuff. So if I like it, then I usually want to write it, and so that means that I've written country songs, and I've written for some hip hop tracks as well, and rock and roll and soul music, and kids music. I think good songs and good performances will always come through and shine through. I've never really been one to try to cater to what might or might not get me more or less attention from certain people. I just do what I enjoy. Every record I make is different to the last one because I've got a short attention span, and I get bored. I get bored. And then I come back to it like, oh, it's a nice song. I haven't played that for a long time. And then it's like, oh, it's nice. I like it, So it's, it's very indulgent, I'm Aboriginal. I'm Indigenous. Like, some people don't like Aboriginal. Some people don't like Indigenous. Some people say First Nations, and each to their own. I don't mind really any of those. Aboriginal Australian, who's also Irish, you know. And I've just had a daughter who's 3 months old, and her mum's Chinese and Welsh and Scottish. And I'm also Afghani as well. I've got Afghan in me as well, so, you know, everything. Like my music. Anybody's story will influence them in how they create their art. I don't consider I don't like the term Aboriginal musician or Indigenous musician. I feel like we can all be sort of sometimes put into one box, like we're a category of music, where it's as diverse as anything else. I've got Aboriginal friends and family who create beautiful work, everything from hip hop to ballads to opera, you know, to a beautiful electronic, you know, operatic stuff to, you know, singer-songwriter. You know, we're not a category, and being Aboriginal isn't a vocation. You know, it's not something we do. It's who we are, you know. So for me personally, I mean, obviously my stories and my life experiences influence things that I write about, but that's no different to any other writer. So in that way, I mean, it doesn't play any effect at all. I'm an artist, you know, who happens to be Aboriginal. You know, they're all love songs that I write, though. They're all love songs. I've written songs about my mother being part of the stolen generation, you know, and I didn't write it to be political. It's a love song for my mother, you know, and I've written a song about the Wave Hill Walk-Off, which is 53 years ago today, actually, which was one of the things that was happening all around Australia in the 60s, the civil rights movement, which sparked a thing we call land rights now. Basic human rights for Aboriginal people, and land rights and, you know, workers' rights. But it's a love song, you know. It's just that, you know, unfortunately being Aboriginal, Australian Aboriginal person means that everything you do is seen as political. My kids' album is about Lena Lee, the Arctic tern. They migrate from the north to the South Pole, and she was born with a crooked wing, so she flies differently to her family, and she ends up in a lot of different places and gets a bit lost, and it's her journey to find her family in the South Pole. And so she meets Bawindi, the windy gorilla, who farts a lot, excellent, you know, in Uganda, and she meets Tembo, the giraffe, who's grown up in an elephant orphanage and identifies as an elephant, you know. And who else? She meets Yaya, the panda, who just wants to dance, you know. And she just travels the world and meets all these great people, great friends, and, you know, they make music together and they sing and dance, you know. None of it's autobiographical, you know. Yeah, no, it was a really good thing to do, and it was just so different for me as well, which was always appealing, you know, for me to do something that I hadn't done before. I mean, we started the interview with me talking about, you know, being able to go on everything from a country song to hip hop, you know, because I don't really belong anywhere, so I can go everywhere, you know, and it's great. I like it, yeah.